We owe a lot to Greece when it comes to developments in sport. It is, after all, the birthplace of the Olympic Games. If we fast forward to recent times as well, we remember the 2004 European Championships when Greece shocked the world by lifting the trophy and becoming kings of the continent. We also have the European Championships taking place. Today, after all, you've guessed, is a football themed show. I have in the studio with me George Sarafoudis, up and coming Greek star, a football player, an inside forward, and a winger, and he's currently taking place in trials in England. I'm going to interview him now and find out about his football journey. Welcome to the show, George. Okay, and you too, Eva. Thank you both for joining us today.
Nice to meet you.
Right, you've got a fascinating story to tell us. Can you tell us how long you've been playing football?
Πόσο καιρό παίζεις ποδόσφαιρο?
Από πολύ μικρή ηλικία, από την ηλικία 12 ετών.
Since I was very young, since I was 12 years old.
And who do you support?
Ποιον υποστηρίζεις, ποια ομάδα υποστηρίζεις?
Στην Ελλάδα, τον ΠΑΟΚ.
I support, back in Greece, I support a team which is called PAOK, and it's from up north. The city is called Thessaloniki.
Yes, the famous PAOK.
Yeah, famous PAOK.
Not all Greek people will be happy with you for saying that.
No, absolutely.
There's a lot of rivalry in Greek soccer. What are you doing in London at the moment, or what are you doing in England at the moment?
Τι κάνεις εδώ στην Αγγλία, πες μας λίγα λόγια γι' αυτό.
Καταρχάς έχω ξεκινήσει εδώ έναν αγώνα να ανδρωθώ και πάλι ποδοσφαιρικά σε αυτή τη χώρα.
I came over here for a new challenge, so this is what I'm doing right now here. I'm gonna do a few trials with a few clubs.
And how have the trials gone?
We are, πώς πάνε τα trials μέχρι στιγμής, τι περιμένεις, τι είναι αυτό που περιμένεις αυτή τη στιγμή?
Προς το παρόν περιμένουμε καινούριο κλαμπ για τη νέα σεζόν. Έχουμε κάποιες προτάσεις από εδώ, από κλαμπ της Αγγλίας, ακόμη και από Αμερική και από Ινδία. Θα δούμε, περιμένουμε μέσα σε 2 εβδομάδες από τώρα να αποφασίσουμε πού θα καταλήξουμε.
We had a few proposals, invitations from clubs in UK, America and India, so we're just waiting. In a couple of weeks we will know where George will fit in. So as we discussed yesterday, we are working very closely with Abu Nazir, so we are waiting from his confirmation as well.
So Abu Nazir and GSV UK, and they're supporting you. How important is it for young players or any even older experienced players to have somebody representing them in modern day football?
Πόσο σημαντικό είναι λοιπόν να έχεις κάποιον να σε παρουσιάζει και να σε υποστηρίζει σε αυτό που κάνεις, όπως για παράδειγμα η εταιρεία μαζί με τον Αμπού και όλη του η ομάδα. Πόσο σημαντικό είναι αυτό για σένα?
Είναι το α και το ω σε όλη την υπόθεση όσον αφορά τους ποδοσφαιριστές, να έχεις ένα καλό μάνατζερ και ένα καλό πλάνο πάνω σε αυτό, ώστε εσύ να ενδιαφέρεσαι μόνο για τα του ποδοσφαίρου και όχι, να μην σε απασχολεί το τι ομάδα, το που θα καταλήξει σε ποια ομάδα ή οτιδήποτε άλλο.
It's very crucial to have someone to look after you, because the footballer should only focus and aim on to his performance on the pitch and not having to worry about everything else which is surrounded by it, i.e. clubs, responsibilities, meetings, presentations and all the rest that comes with a footballer's package. So it's very, very important to have someone to represent you and support you all the way through.
Most people seem to think that the life of a footballer is easy. Fast cars, flash clothes. Can George explain what the reality is?
Πολλοί πιστεύουν λοιπόν ότι η ζωή του ποδοσφαιριστή είναι κάτι πολύ απλό, με πολύ όμορφα αυτοκίνητα και φαντασμαγορική ζωή. Μπορείς εσύ, Γιώργο, να μας εξηγήσεις από τη δικιά σου την πλευρά τι θα πει, τι θα είναι η ζωή, τι είναι η ζωή ενός footballer, ενός ποδοσφαιριστή?
Όλοι οι άνθρωποι κοιτάνε τη βιτρίνα και από πίσω δεν ξέρουν τις συνέπειες και όλες τις καταστάσεις για να δημιουργηθεί κάτι καλό για έναν ποδοσφαιριστή.
Everyone is looking at the outside picture, They don't know what you had to go through to get there. It's not what you normally look at. It's not the front page of the book. It's all the efforts and all the challenges that you had to go through to get there and look all nice and with an expensive car and so on. So it's not what people think.
How important is a football player's relationship with their coach or coaches? And what kind of relationship does George have, say, with his youth coach?
Πόσο σημαντική είναι η σχέση μεταξύ του προπονητή και του ποδοσφαιριστή και ποια ήταν η σχέση σου με τον δικό σου προπονητή ίσως πίσω στην Ελλάδα?
Πρέπει να υπάρχει καταρχάς χημεία μεταξύ των ποδοσφαιριστών και του προπονητή και σεβασμός για να δημιουργηθεί το καλύτερο αποτέλεσμα.
There should be chemistry and effective communication between the two, otherwise this relationship won't work. And obviously it's very important to have a very strong relationship, contact with the coach, any coach.
And does George, do you maintain a close relationship with your coaches?
Ακόμα διατηρείς κοντινές σχέσεις με τους προπονητές σου?
Ναι, με όλους τους προπονητές μου. Έχουμε άριστη σχέση.
Of course, yes, of course. Of course I do.
The Greeks, George, they're fiercely proud when it comes to having strong family ties and being together as a family. How important has family been in the development of your football career?
Οι Έλληνες διατηρούν αυτούς τους θεσμούς της κοντινής και δυνατής σχέσης με την οικογένεια. Είμαστε πολύ κοντά, έχουμε πολύ μεγάλες και δυνατές αρχές. Πώς επηρέασε εσένα η δική σου οικογένεια στο να αναπτυχθείς και να φτάσεις εδώ που είσαι?
Με στηρίζουν για το οτιδήποτε. Ξέρω ότι από πίσω είναι η οικογένειά μου και από εκεί και μετά δεν έχει να σκέφτομαι τίποτε άλλο.
I know that I've been supported all the way through. It's very important for me that I got that support from them. I know that I can always rely on my family. So therefore, absolutely, it played a very, very significant role on his development and his career so far.
During your trials, as we say, your short visits to England, you've scored 6 goals in 4 games, which is an enviable record. It's something to be proud of. And obviously, this will bring you to the attention of clubs. Are you more comfortable playing up front, or are you just as comfortable playing on the flanks, on the wing as well?
Έχουμε ενημερωθεί ότι μέχρι στιγμής με τις μικρές επισκέψεις που έκανες εδώ στην Αγγλία σκόραρες στα 6 παιχνίδια 4 γκολ, ενημερωθήκαμε μέσω της Ακαδημίας κτλ. Βέβαια αυτό θα ελκύσει αρκετό ενδιαφέρον από τους ανθρώπους που μας ακούνε αυτή τη στιγμή. Για πες μου, sorry, what was the last part of the question?
Of this question?
Yeah, the last part.
What does he want to achieve? I mean,
right. Yeah. Okay.
So he in terms of his position.
Yeah.
On
yes,
the
that's right.
football
Yeah.
field, is he comfortable? Does he have a preferred position? Does he want to play up front, or he doesn't mind because he's also a winger? We know that he's also a winger.
Of course. So Γιώργο, κατάφερες αυτά τα γκολ, είσαι forward, το position σου είναι forward, αλλά επίσης παίζεις δεξιά και αριστερά. Είναι σημαντικό για σένα να κρατήσεις αυτή τη θέση ή θα ήθελες να μπορείς να καλύψεις οποιαδήποτε θέση? Είσαι ανοιχτός σε αυτό?
Οποιοςδήποτε ποδοσφαιριστής θα πρέπει να αναγνωρίζει και άλλες θέσεις. Αλλά είμαι επιθετικογενής, το στυλ μου είναι επιθετικό και κυρίως αυτό το ότι έχω σκοράρει στην Αγγλία πολλά τέρματα σε λίγα μάτς δείχνει ότι το στυλ παιχνιδιού εδώ μου αρμόζει, το στυλ παιχνιδιού είναι δυνατό, γρήγορο, ενώ στην Ελλάδα μπορεί να είναι το επίπεδο πολύ πιο μικρό, πολύ μικρότερο το επίπεδο, αλλά δυσκολευόμουν περισσότερο λόγω του στυλ.
Every footballer should be in a position to play different positions on the pitch, but for me, I'm definitely a striker, a forward striker, but I can adjust to any position if necessary. And also, George mentioned the fact that he found the English football style better and more, or even, if you prefer, more adjustable onto his style because it's faster and it's There is more of a very quick decision, the last minute kind of thing. Sorry, I'm a woman and I'm just trying to
No, you're doing
explain it
fantastic.
as I can. But so this style fits much better than the Greek style onto his performance. So he also comments onto this difference between the two.
So I think we're getting a good idea, George, of how you play your game, especially if you're fleet-footed. Obviously, we can see from your build in person as well. You've got slight, wiry, a strong build there as well. You've obviously got a knack for scoring goals, as shows. You know, you've played 4 games and you scored 6 goals, which has brought you to the attention, rightfully, of scouts and talent spotters here as well. But you're also adaptable, and I think these are very good ingredients for the English game. It is an honest game in England. What I mean by honest is it's quite blood and thunder. It's fast. You know, they play it's up and down, and usually you need high energy levels as well. So hopefully this will work really well. I mean, you'd probably get, you know, we hope that you'll get a call very soon. I'm going to go back to your training regime because we've got a lot of young viewers who, you know, and aspiring footballers who are going to be watching this. They always watch the sports show. Now, a typical training regime, maybe on a weekly basis or a daily basis, what does that involve for you, George? What do you do? What time do you wake up? What do you do? Do you go jogging? Can you talk us through?
Να μιλήσουμε λίγο για την διατροφή σου, τη γυμναστική σου, τι κάνεις κάθε μέρα, μέσα στην εβδομάδα σου, τι ώρα ξυπνάς, τι ακολουθείς όσον αφορά τη γυμναστική σου και τη διατροφή σου. Μίλησέ μας λίγο γι' αυτό.
Οι ώρες μου είναι πολύ μαζεμένες όσον αφορά την προσωπική μου ζωή. Προπονούμε 5 ώρες την ημέρα, 2,5 ώρες το πρωί από τις 6 το πρωί και από τις 6 το απόγευμα άλλες 2,5 ώρες.
I normally split my training sessions in two, 2.5 hours approximately in the morning and the same in the afternoon. I don't have enough time for personal time at the moment. Yes, George?
Τα γεύματά μου προσπαθώ να είναι πολλά κατά όλη τη διάρκεια της ημέρας και μικρά σε ποσότητα.
I'm consuming many meals per day, but the portion are little, not too big portions. 5 times a day, George, you think you have your meals? 5 meals a day?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Και το καλύτερο πάνω στην προετοιμασία ενός ποδοσφαιριστή για την αρχή της σεζόν είναι το κλίμα που προετοιμάζεται. Αυτή τη στιγμή προετοιμάζομαι στο χωριό μου, στον τόπο που μένω, ο οποίος είναι σε πολύ καλό υψόμετρο.
Very important is where a footballer is preparing for the season. He needs to be acclimatized in a sort of good environment, i.e. temperature-wise, and where, for example, George's village is built on, it's quite high. I think it's about 1,000 meters, George, high. So there is lots of freshness and oxygen, and there is breeze in the morning. So that also plays a significant role into his training and performance. Anything else, George, about your training and stuff?
No.
Okay.
Good.
Okay.
If you weren't a footballer, what would you have become? Do you have a plan B, George, as they say? I know a lot of footballers, they say, right, it's football, and then we'll think. But just thinking ahead, if you didn't play football, what would you have liked to have become?
Αν δεν θα πετύχεις, για παράδειγμα, στο ποδόσφαιρο, αν δεν θα έφτανες μέχρι εδώ, τι θα ήθελες να γίνεις?
Θα ήθελα να γίνω προπονητής στο ποδόσφαιρο.
I
would love to be a coach, a football coach, if I wasn't
that's typical. I never saw that one coming as well now. But we hope that you can put your coaching on hold for many years yet, George, because you've got hopefully a promising football career ahead. And after you finish your promising football career, you will go on to become an astute and a very successful coach as well. Mm-hmm. And that's the dream you have, and also that's the dream we have as well. And we pray that comes to fruition in the not too distant future. Going back to Greek football now, in 2004, Greece came, they were never in the background, but they came right to the forefront with the European Championship win. They shocked the world. And now we've got the European Championships now where Greece haven't qualified. We know that the level is somewhere in between. There are a lot of promising football players in Greece. Um, what's happened now? What needs to happen now? Does the coaching needs to improve, or do we need more scouts from abroad and in the national level taking a closer look at the football players there?
Ας πάμε λίγο στο 2004, όπου η Ελλάδα κέρδισε το ευρώ. Βέβαια τώρα αυτή τη φορά δεν έχει προκριθεί η Ελλάδα. Τι πιστεύεις, Γιώργο, ότι θα μπορούσαμε να κάνουμε να καλυτερεύσει κάπως η ποιότητα του ελληνικού ποδοσφαίρου? Χρειαζόμαστε να στείλουμε κάποιους έξω από το εξωτερικό να δούνε, να ψαρέψουν με λίγα λόγια ταλέντα? Θα βοηθούσε αυτό έτσι ώστε να βρούμε τους σωστούς ποδοσφαιριστές εκεί έξω, έτσι ώστε να συνεχίσει η Ελλάδα να ακούγεται και στο ευρώ και στους υπόλοιπους αγώνες?
Καταρχάς υπάρχουν πάρα πολλοί ποιοτικοί ποδοσφαιριστές στην Ελλάδα, αλλά κυρίως οι ποδοσφαιριστές στην Ελλάδα γνωρίζουν την κατάσταση γιατί δεν προχωράνε οι Έλληνες ποδοσφαιριστές και δεν ρισκάρουν να βγουν στο εξωτερικό.
First of all, I would like to say that we have really good footballers out there, but the situation is a little bit challenging to say the least out there. They don't have the right support, and perhaps they don't have the right people to actually put them in the right place and help them with their development and actually give them this opportunity to show their talent.
Και πιστεύω πως υπάρχει πολύ καλό φρέσκο ταλέντο στην εθνική Ελλάδος και πιστεύω ότι τα επόμενα χρόνια θα φανεί αυτό.
And I also believe that in the Greek team, there is a fresh meat, as George called it, which means that there are some youngsters there that in a year or so they will show what they're capable to do, because obviously so far they
there's
haven't.
A lot of potential
Absolutely
there as well.
Yeah.
George, lastly, I've got one question for you. As I explained to you, there's a lot of aspiring football players, people also who are in the same position as yourself, and also youngsters who will be watching this video. What is the best piece of advice that you can give to these people?
Ποια είναι η συμβουλή σου στα νέα παιδιά που ξεκινάνε τώρα, καινούργιοι ποδοσφαιριστές? Ποιο θα ήταν από σένα η καλύτερη συμβουλή για αυτά τα παιδιά?
Να κοιτάνε πάντα μπροστά και ότι οποιοσδήποτε μπορεί να πετύχει.
They need to look forward all the time. If you really want something, of course you're going to succeed. Anyone who wants something, they can succeed.
Με δύο παράγοντες.
With two factors.
Ή το πολύ ταλέντο, αν έχουν πολύ ταλέντο ή αν το θέλουν πολύ. Με αυτά τα δύο.
You will either succeed if you have huge talent or if you want something too much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
He scored 6 in 4. He's currently taking place in trials in the UK. Remember the name George Sarafoudis. You heard it here first. Thanks for watching The Sports Show.